Hi, I'm the Realtor Evan. We're back for another week to talk more about real estate. And today we're going to talk about what it really means to be selling a property as is. So you probably have heard this term a lot, especially if you're in the market to either sell or buy right now. But what does it really mean that you're selling a property as is? Now, it's all based on the theory of really a Latin phrase of caveat emptor, which means let the buyer beware. So every property is really being sold as is. And in fact, that is a good, piece of advice. The buyer should be very aware of what they are buying. And in most cases, when a buyer walks into a house, they see this one particular house maybe one time, sometimes two times, and they decide to put in an offer. I mean, that's really all you get, right? Before you decide to put in an offer, you've seen this house twice. You haven't slept in it. You haven't really been there in all times of the day. You don't know what the neighbors are like. I mean, there are all these things that you need to take into consideration when you're buying a house. So you really do need to do your due diligence. And this is the great part about what that inspection contingency period really is. It gives you a period of time to learn more about the property even after your contract has been accepted to buy it, and it gives you an opportunity to back out of the contract if you find something to your dissatisfaction or not to your liking. And so you put in an offer to buy a property, and now you find some things to your dissatisfaction. You still sort of want the house, but you want some either concessions or repairs made. So we've spoken about a request for repairs process that can be negotiated. During this process, you are allowed to ask the seller for either credits so that you can fix the things that you want fixed later on, or repairs to actually be done during escrow. But what does that really mean? Like, if you're buying a property as is, how can you also be asking for credits or repairs if the seller is selling the thing as is? So that's sort of the conundrum there. Here's the explanation for it. You are buying the property as is. Even if the seller makes the repairs or the credits, you're still, buying it in the shape that it is in when it is sold to you. You're allowed to put in a home warranty for after the sale. It'll cover you for up to a year. Most of that is written into your contract as standard language in the contract. You can run title checks and you buy title insurance to cover you in case there's some issue regarding the ownership of the property, right? You want to take all of this into account, and all of this is done during your escrow period. But essentially, once you close, you have bought the property as is. There will be some sellers out there that will put on their listing, don't even ask for repairs, don't ask for credits. This property is being sold completely as is. We will not entertain any requests or renegotiations. And that could be the property is really in really bad shape. Most of those cases, I would recommend being left for a developer to come along. Those types of houses are typically not for your standard home buyers who are looking to move in and make it their first house or second house or forever house, right? So that should be something to be noted when you're looking through property descriptions that are listed online on their listings. But again, the property is technically sold as is. However, if you can negotiate certain things to be fixed while you're in escrow so that it can be to your better liking and you be more comfortable with that condition when you move in, then you are entitled to try. Doesn't necessarily mean that the seller is going to agree. And if you guys don't agree, then you can always walk away as the buyer because you're still within your rights of the inspection contingency period to walk away from a property that isn't to your liking. So I hope that helps to clarify why, it is as is, but you still get to ask for those credits. This is like a question that comes up a lot. So for both the buyers and sellers, it's something important to be aware of. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out by email or comment in the comment section below, and I hope to see you next time. I'm the Realtor Evan. Have a good one.